Hello everyone, Derek here with Get Lost Trails. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are headed out for a hike up the Boynton Canyon Trail here in Sedona, Arizona.
Boynton Canyon Trailhead is a fee area, like many of the trailheads here in Red Rocks country. It's $5 per day, $15 per week, or if you have an annual interagency pass, that'll cover you. Now, when something's a fee area, I kind of expect to get something for my money. So let's check out the bathroom conditions. Yeah, actually, surprisingly well maintained.
You have a couple options here. You can do a real short hike up to Boynton Vista, which I'll show you first. After that, I would recommend continuing on up to the Subway Cave. And if you're full of energy, you can continue hiking on to the end of the canyon. If you just hike to the cave and back, it's just a little over 6 miles, under 10 kilometers. If you're hiking to the end of the canyon and back, including the cave, it's around 9 miles, 14.5 kilometers, give or take.
Pretty quickly into the Boynton Canyon Trail, you reach the edge of the Red Rock Secret Mountain Wilderness. That means bicycles are not permitted on this trail or other mechanized modes of transport. And very soon you'll reach a short spur trail that takes you up to the Boynton Canyon Vista. It's a steep, rocky 0.2 miles in and out dead-end trail that goes up there, gives you a nice viewpoint. We're this close, we might as well go up there and have a look. Made it up to the Boynton Canyon Vista. If you're feeling sure-footed, you can climb a little past the end of the trail sign there up to the top of this rock. I've been here several times and I've never felt like climbing to the top of this, but for some reason today I felt inspired, so here I am. Enjoy the view. Now let's see if I can get down from here. Well, the good news is I've made it down off that. Sorry, no footage of that adventure because I didn't want to have to climb back up there, retrieve the camera, and come back down again. The first part of the trail here passes along Enchantment Resort, which is nestled in Boynton Canyon at the end of the road. Seems like there's been construction going on here continuously for the past several years, so it can be a little noisy and lacks serenity here, but I promise you it's worth it. I'd like to point out that I'm doing this hike first thing in the morning on a weekday in the middle of December, so this is the least amount of traffic you could possibly expect to see on this trail. The parking lot was getting probably 3/4 full by the time I got there about 8:30 this morning. And here above the resort, the trail's narrowed up. Off to our right here, we're going to see the path that'll take us up to Subway Cave. I'll leave some links in the descriptions and a GPS location for that spot where you pull off there, because it's getting pretty beaten down. I mean, it's pretty easy to see now, but I know in the past people have missed it. Getting ready to head back down here to the main trail. Once you visit the subway cave and walk across there and visit the ruins, you can always go back down that steep incline, or you can go down this easier route here. Takes you down a little less treacherous route. Continuing on up the Boynton Canyon Trail here, past the intersection with the subway cave. The landscape has changed quite a bit. These tall pines compared to the low shrubby brush we were in. The canyon is pretty narrow here, and there's really no sunshine down in here. It's quite cold. You can probably still see the ground is covered in frost, and it's after 11 a.m. As you get towards the back of the canyon, closer to the end of the trail, it gets a little steeper and more rugged. Definitely the more strenuous section of this trail here is getting to the end. We should be able to climb up out of the trees here, up into the sun, for one last view before we head back. Well, we've made it to the end of the Boynton Canyon Trail. Really pretty area up in here. The trail does end here. As the sign says, they don't want you continuing on past, causing problems with erosion and stuff, but I understand that. It is a very pretty area up in here above the trees. Now, if you time this right, you can bask in the sun while you're here for just a little bit. It's a little past that point by now. Working my way out of Boynton Canyon now, headed back. It is an in and out hike, so we'll be returning the same way we came in. It's been a little bit of a challenge to keep my camera gear going back here. It's quite cold and stuff just keeps shutting off. As we return to the trailhead here and wrap up Boynton Canyon, just over 9 miles, 14.5 kilometers, 2,100 feet or 640 meters of elevation gain on the hike. A little over 5 hours for me. Definitely possible to do that in less time. If you want to take some pictures and enjoy it though, allow more than it says.
That's going to do it for Boynton Canyon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you did. Be sure to check out my channel for some other hikes around Sedona. Let me know your favorite hike in the comments section, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of my upcoming adventure videos. Thanks for joining me, and have a good day.